This right here is the Wusthof Ikon 7-inch Santoku knife, hollow ground, of course. The point of a Santoku knife is to essentially be a Japanese or Asian style chef's knife. It's the Asian style counterpart to the French chef's knife. I actually prefer them much more to French chef knives. I almost always grab my Santoku when I'm doing any mincing, dicing, or chopping, because that's the entire point of these knives. They have a granite edge, which you can see here, and the point of that is to actually stop food from sticking. So if you've ever been dicing an onion or, I don't know, mincing garlic, and you're cutting and you're cutting and you're cutting, and you realize nothing's falling over, that's what this stops. It stops food from sticking to the actual blade by creating little air pockets down the actual length of the blade. I like them a lot, and let's discuss exactly what makes the Ikon set the Ikon set. The Ikon is essentially the highest end knife line that Wusthof currently makes. It is 90% though the same knife as the classic, with just some basic design changes and ergonomic changes. The knife is made with 58 hardness steel. It's actually their own composition, and because of that, it's very, very resilient. It holds its edge very, very well, and the edge is actually one of the sharpest edges out there on a production knife. It's 14 degrees, and they do that with their PE Tech technology, which is actually computer and laser controlled sharpening compared to the more standard manual ways of sharpening knives. And because of that extremely tight tolerance, they can get that crazy 14-degree angle on the blade. To put that in perspective, Shuns and Globals, which are both very well known for how sharp they are 16 degrees on either side and 15 degrees on either side, respectively. So this is a full 2 degrees thinner of an angle on either side. And normally that would be a concern, but since the metal is relatively hard, it doesn't actually dull down that fast. Now, besides the actual curvature and everything over the blade, the actual handle is where a majority of the difference comes in with the Ikon versus the regular classic. They've spent a lot of time and money and energy making this knife as ergonomic as they possibly could. It really feels like no matter how you're holding the knife, it's fitting into your hand perfectly. And the interesting thing is that obviously it's a full tang like all high-end knives, but as you can see, hopefully, it also has this nice little bulge on the bottom and this nice rounded part of the bottom, which I think really makes it stand out in terms of design. The handles come in 3 styles. The black one, which you see here, a cream or white colored style, which sort of pops in the kitchen, especially if you like things like that, and then a really, really nice black wood. And black wood is a wood from Africa. It's actually not black, it's very, very dark brown, and it looks beautiful. It has an amazing grain structure, but it's also very tightly regulated, and only a few pieces get out a year, essentially. So it's definitely a premium in terms of this knife. But if you want to have sort of the best of the best of the best, that would definitely be the knife you would grab. I'll put a link down to this below. It's essentially the best knife you can get, especially if you like German-style knives. It's the best German-style knife you can get. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns. Otherwise, I will see you very soon.